This is Tim Bryce with my column titled, Why I'm Voting for Donald Trump, Part 2. 4 years ago, almost to the day, I wrote a similar column where I explained my reasons for supporting Donald Trump for president. In rereading the article, I believe I was right on the money. But now it is 4 years later, and I want to explain why I support the president in his bid for re-election. In my 2016 piece, the first area I described was how the country was experiencing a myriad of problems, including the economy, immigration, security, jobs, trade, energy, morality, the military, a bureaucratic government inhibiting business, and much more. All of this is being effectively addressed by the president, which he should be commended for, not chastised and berated. Today, though, we could add to the list such things as government gridlock, violence in the streets of our Democrat-controlled inner cities, and attacks on law enforcement. This is precisely what we face going into the November elections. You either think a problem exists, or acting like a lunatic is now an acceptable form of behavior. I, for one, do not. Interestingly, I also mentioned in the 2016 piece, quote, "We are also moving dangerously closer to socialism and away from capitalism," end quote. Very prophetic. The second point I mentioned was that Mr. Trump was neither a community organizer or professional politician, but a businessman who understands competition and possesses such skills as negotiation, risk management, managing by objectives, finance, labor relations, human resources, recruiting, project management, and other related skills. These talents have proven effective in developing the economy, rescuing our military and VA, and negotiating trade deals, particularly the USMCA. Third, I mentioned it was time to take back America from the professional politicians, also known as the swamp. And this is where most of the angst against the president originates from. Frankly, the Democrats, the rhinos, and bureaucrats of Washington, D.C. are scared to death of him and are still hell-bent on his destruction. Fortunately, the American patriots are still behind him and will likely sweep him back into office. Today, though, I want to add a fourth reason for voting for him, and that is the president has delivered on his campaign promises, implementing policies stalled by other presidents, such as opening the Jerusalem embassy, signing Middle East peace treaties, crushing ISIS, building the southern border wall and curbing illegal immigration, implementing energy independence, reinvigorating the military and VA, energizing our economy and helping to create jobs for everyone, particularly minorities, implementing tax cuts for the citizens, nominating 3 Supreme Court justices and hundreds of federal judges. This means win or lose, we'll feel the effect of President Trump for many years afterwards. All of this in spite of the Mueller witch hunt, the Russia hoax, the impeachment hoax, and fake news. His fortitude and ability to stand up to the House of Representatives and the mainstream media is truly admirable and should be assimilated by others. What I find most fascinating with this president is that he is unafraid to make the tough decisions. Whereas other presidents would ignore nagging problems and bury them under the carpet, President Trump is not afraid to tackle the issues. It is this results orientation I particularly admire and why I will be voting for him again. His no-nonsense business acumen is precisely what we need right now. In addition to his toughness and genius, he has shown genuine empathy for the American people time and time again. In my 2016 article, I also mentioned the 1976 movie Network, where the anchorman, played by Peter Finch, goes on camera to encourage people to say, "I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take this anymore." After watching the summer of hate, gridlock in the Congress, and the Democrats hell-bent on the overthrow of the presidency, I too am mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. But unlike the Democrats who spurn law and order, I'm going to make my voice heard at my election precinct. Friends, keep the faith. This is Tim Bryce in Palm Harbor, Florida. Follow me on the internet at timbryce.com.